get to the national championship. This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Looking deep downfield to the left. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
To throw, it's Jennings. Looking right, this one caught. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, SMU. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only 1, but 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They begin with a quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense?
The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. Refuses to go down. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. QB keeper all the way. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
It's a handoff. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires quickly to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Well, one thing we know for sure, this quarterback has a ton of confidence. Already he's thrown 2 picks. That is tight coverage right here. He still puts it up in the air. Now,
the pass rush gets home.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Nice grab. It's Hudson. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Fourth down, look at a throw for it. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He could go. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Handoff from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. On the read. He'll toss it to the back. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
Running with purpose.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Fights through a tackle. Got the first down and still motoring. Many steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offense. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turn starts inside the 50. Loses the football. The scramble is on.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
This would be an unconventional strategy. Punt team on the field on 1st down. And this one's going to be spotted down just outside the 40-yard line. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play.
Okay, ready?
And there's the handoff. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I think this receiver is so much fun to watch because I think he's as good as anybody in college football this year. Great job of the quarterback recognizing an opportunity. He gets him the football and is rewarded with a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the punting team is on the field. Do they know that it's 1st down? That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And now a carry here for the fullback. Here's the second down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First and 10 play coming up. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the ball rolls dead.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. And of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. He finds some space. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
Really like the timing of this call by the offense to pull out the jet sweep, and they got some positive yards. Unfortunately, came up a little bit short on the first down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense has got him, but that wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Look out, room to run here. He's got Got the first and still going. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. And it's a direct snap. Wildcat picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Now here he goes. Powering through the defender. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. This will likely be the last play of the half. Defense picks it up, still moving. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after